This is Bobby from the Vespasian Warner Public Library, and I'm here with another tale from the archive where we talk about objects and documents from our local history collection. Today we're going to be talking about the Grand Army of the Republic. This was a fraternal organization, kind of like the VFW, that was founded in 1866 by veterans from the Union Army that fought during the Civil War. The GAR was responsible for really helping soldiers get their pensions, helping black soldiers get the right to vote, and they were just there to support each other and to support education for the community. Our local post was the Frank Lowry Post Number 157, which was named for the colonel of one of the Illinois regiments. The Frank Lowry Post, among the many other things it did, organized a lot of reunions. And you can see that this postcard sent to one of its members, Mr. Francis Bales, is inviting him to the annual reunion of the 20th Illinois Company E. There were numerous DeWitt County men in Company E, including our own benefactor, Vespasian Warner, and they staged annual reunions. This is their reunion from 1912. So as you can see, they're quite old at this point. And I found it interesting while researching this that they weren't called veterans, they were called old soldiers. So now the Illinois State Fair has a Veterans Day where veterans can get into the fair free. Back in the 19th century, they had the Old Soldiers Day. And we have one of the pamphlets for one of the committee meetings for Old Soldiers Day. The GAR organized all kinds of reunions, including for prisoners of war. And I'm going to read a segment from the Clinton Public newspaper from October of 1890. The reunion of ex-prisoners of war in Clinton was a grand success. The local committees did well in their part, and nothing was left undone to make the stay of the old soldiers in our city a season long to be remembered. On the arrival of the trains on Wednesday morning, Frank Lowry Post, the Sons of Veterans, Captain Gorman's band, and the reception committee were there to receive the city's guests. The column marched up to the Opera House, where without further ceremony, Mayor Harris, on behalf of the citizens of Clinton, extended a hearty welcome to the old soldiers and gave them the freedom of the city during their stay here. On behalf of the ex-prisoners, short replies were made by General C.W. Pavey, President of the Association, Dr. J. Little, Secretary, and by General Strait of Indiana. The announcements were then made for the afternoon and evening meetings, and the remainder of the morning was spent by the old boys in renewing old acquaintanceship. Some met who had not seen each other since they left Andersonville or other southern prisons. Members of the same regiment had not met each other since the day that they were mustered out, and the reunion to them was made pleasanter. This event was so big that more than 1,000 people attended. They even got school children involved, and a lot of the little girls from the schools made boutonnieres for the prisoners of war and went and pinned them on the prisoners, which I just think is so sweet. At one of these reunions, someone presented the Company E flag to Vespasian Warner, and the Warner family was generous enough to donate the flag to the library. As you can see from this photograph, it is in very poor condition. It's so fragile that we can't unroll it for this, but for reference, this photograph was taken on one of these tables, and it's about the size of 3 of these tables. This was the Company E battle flag, so they carried it with them after their original flag was destroyed. So it was at the Siege of Vicksburg, it was at the Battle of Atlanta, and the flag was part of the March to the Sea. So it's very exciting and humbling for us to have such an important piece of not just DeWitt County history, but American history here in the library. There's much more information about Civil War in DeWitt County available on our website, vwarner.org. Please check it out. Thank you for joining us for this tale from the archive, and I hope to see you soon.